GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com. And welcome everybody. I think we've got to go in now. So today's Amazon Prime Day. It's day 2 of the 2-day giant sale over at the Amazon store, the giant Amazon store. You may have heard of it. It's the largest seller on the planet, I think. So what we're going to do, if everybody's interested and got some time, we're going to open this up. I'll get rid of me over here. And we're going to take a look over at our Amazon place, which is, what is it? Stuff we use. And here's a link to it. We'll drop a link. If you're interested in buying anything today, feel free. You're not obligated, of course, but if you are, please use our link or one of our friends, one of your friends' links, so that everybody gets credit for it. Amazon's happy. They know that we're doing our thing, bringing people over and whatnot. And in the process, you save some money because it's Prime Day. So it's the big sale over at the big store. Alrighty. So we just actually got done going live talking about cooking stuff, which is kind of boringer than flashlights and knives and wallets and that kind of stuff. So here's the deal. I'm not on Amazon. I'm on the regular YouTubes right now. So we just have different situations over here. So feel free to comment. I can do things like bring it up on the screen over here. So thanks to Roy for joining us, Defense Dad out there, being part of the show as well. If you're out there, we wouldn't know it if you don't say something. So instead of being a lurker, it's not that it's creepy being a lurker. You're allowed to. It's illegal, technically. But say something. Then we know you're out there. We can say, hey. And then you're technically part of the show. And you're using the internet to your advantage. All right, so let's dig in. We've got flashlights, we got knives, we got wallets, we got key rings, multi-tools. What else do you consider EDC? So feel free to drop that in there. If you're looking for something specific, let's go find it on Amazon. Let's find out if that's something that is on sale for Prime Day. So some things are for sale, some things ain't on sale. This was the live show from a little while ago. You've got your hot plate and your salad spinner. A lot of people ask, do we dominate the salad spinner sector of Amazon? Yes, we do, because of our excellent and numerous salad spinner videos. But that's beyond the point. That's really a separate topic altogether. We also had some corkscrew stuff up there, the air fryer. All this stuff is on sale because Prime Day is so fun and amazing. Oh, right. We got an actual request from J-Dog. Olight something or another mini on sale. I have no idea what that is. So I'm going to go find out. Let's type it into the Amazon and let's find out. So I believe Olight is one of those things that many people like. Balder. Is that the right thing? Balder Mini. I think I've auto-completed it right there. So let's find out about this thing. I know almost nothing about Olights, believe it or not. I know almost nothing about them. I believe this is it, but it looks like you've got a mini, an S, an RL mini. So what's RL mini? Right-handed light? I don't know what RL means. So let me know if I'm looking at the wrong one, because there is this other one, but it looks like they're both $87. It looks like 1,000 people bought this one. That's interesting. 300 people bought this one. Let's dig in. Let's go into this one and see what's happening. So it says it's a 600 lumen, which is decent. Rechargeable. All right. Not the biggest fan of rechargeable, but I'll deal with it. Weapon light with a green beam. I'd rather see red, but okay. And a white LED combo. All right. Magnetic USB. So I'm guessing that's the charger. Olight's fancy magnetic charger. I don't have a problem with that. compact tactical flashlight with adjustable rail for whatever the 1945, 230 or 320, and so on. I like how it says and so on. That's nice. So now we've got some pictures we can take a look at. Let's take a look at some pictures. Come on. Where are they? Why aren't they popping up? That's a weird glitch. So is that because of how, maybe it's because of how magnified I got the screen? Is it a glitch or is it my problem? Let's try that again. No, it's a weird glitch. What's up with this, Amazon? Trying to mess with us? So, yeah, it's super weird. Is anybody else having a weird issue with Amazon stuff being weird? Anyhow, so then how do I get this one to show up big? You can't, I guess? All right, so I guess I'll have to make do. So what are these holes on the side? It looks like there's some holes on the side. Let's take a look here. Oh, that's your adjustments. That's interesting. They're both next to each other. All right. And then why is there a big line on the top? Why is there big arrows up there? What's that arrow supposed to be telling you? Let's see. And then it says something down here about a GL adapter or a 1913. All right. I'm okay with different adapters to work with different things different applications, right? Here's where they're talking about those two things. And then they're also showing you underneath is where you go from light, laser, and light, or just laser. So that's handy. But is there an off mode? Some lights with laser combos have off modes. And then this is telling you, I'm assuming, compatibles. So that's all the numbers of things that it can stick on. Let's see who's got some buttons. What is this?
All right, let's take a look at the Olight Boulder Mini. Now this is a little 600 lumen flashlight that also features a green laser. One of the neat things about it is the rail attachment is adjustable, so we'll fit all different sizes of handguns and get it right up to the trigger guard where you want it, pretty much no matter what. And it's quick disconnect. You just got to throw a lever here that'll lock it on, which also locks the adjustment. Now,
okay, so there's Snob's video. What do you think?
Here on the bottom, you've got a mode switch.
We're giving them a thumbs up down there. Thanks to the people that give us thumbs up on our videos. We appreciate it.
And offers you 3 modes. We'll turn it on. You've got just your light and laser, and just your laser. So we'll take this outside in the dark, and I'll show you.
So you're going to go outside in the dark with Snob now.
How far it shines and just how well it works. But one of the other neat features on this is it does include Olight's magnet.
I don't have time for him to talk about all this. Let's zap forward.
And on a county road in the pitch black dark.
He's shooting that down a road?
I can show you how well it works. See it up here in the trees? You can see I've got the laser on with the light. Pretty bright. You can definitely make out about anything you need to. And that laser really shows up, that green laser. See, it's got a nice dot. You can really see it quite a way. And there's just your light.
All right, so there's Snob's video. Oh, and then you got one from Pure Wyoming.
Hello there.
Another friend of ours. Oh, snap.
Welcome back to Bullets for Bucks. My name's Steven Bresno.
So you got Steven from Bullets for Bucks, and then look who you got as video number 3.
Let's look at the Olight Boulder Mini. Boulder Mini is a rail-mounted light and
is that the same one you asked about? Yep.
Green laser. Let's take a look at the quick rail attach and detach lever. To open this, you're going to open the swing arm to attach the light to the rail mount and adjust forward or backward as necessary. When you're ready to lock it in place, flip the swing arm down. Okay, as we take a look at the rail, there are 2 rail slot adapters included, one for 1913 style rails and another for Glock pistols. There's a hex key included for changing them out.
Glock. Gary likes the Glock one in there, obviously.
The Olight Boulder Mini is a single LED with a laser insert. On the bottom is a magnetic charging port. A special charging cable is included. Also, this is where the light setting switch is. The first position is the light only switch position. In the middle is the light and laser position. And then if you want to run just laser only, switch it to the right. That is the laser only switch position. On the
All right, we're done watching Gizzard. So that's Gizzard's video. Give him a thumbs up. And then what we'll do is give you a link to this page. Well, hold on. If I give you a link to Gizzard's video.
back are ambidextrous push switch controls. Push and hold for momentary,
How do I
push
do
and
this?
release for on or off.
Let's send Gizzard's video to Twitter.
And as you can see, there's a switch on either side, so you can operate this.
I'd like to thank our Patreons. I need to get a new laptop at some point, but the fact that I'm even able to do this is thanks to them. Come on, I just think taking so long to open. I'm going to see if I can grab the link from here, jam it over to you on the YouTube, and then you got a link to Gizzard's video. So that's weird. Oh, I guess that's what it did. So then see if this link works, if you would. And now I can send you this link. How do you get stupid Twitter to show you Gizzards? There we go. There. Now I can post that over there. Actually, I can put it like this too, huh? Like if I grab that whole thing and then post it on the twit and then jam it over here. Oh, there's Fred Hart out there. Welcome. That's a long time no see. Hopefully everything's going good if you're still out on the East Coast. I'm assuming, J-Dog, you're talking about that one that we got on the screen here. The, whatever it is. The Olight. So it looks like it's down from 127 or 125 bucks essentially down to 88 bucks, 30% off. Prime big deal. So if you want to buy that one off of Gizzard, I understand. But if you want to buy it off of me, here, I'll throw a link out there. Well, I'm not going to throw you a link. Buy it off of Gizzard. And then anybody else got anything else? So Pappy is saying good price. I don't have any idea. It seems like it's on sale though. 600 lumen is pretty good for a pistol light, or it's not bad. Yeah, I like 600. I mean, I remember when they first came out with the 500s. So 12, something like that, is when they first came out with the 500s. That wasn't a small deal. They were 300s before that, and everybody was satisfied with that. People were like, and people still are. You can't have that many lumens inside the house. You're going to blind everybody in the house if you have that many lumens in the house. Because people don't realize you can point it up or down and bounce light and then deal with it. But I think 600's fine. I don't think you can have too many lumens, honestly. Maybe 1,000 or something. Or, I mean, way over 1,000, like 10,000 or something would be too many. You know, like a searchlight or something. Wonder what my Gerber Ambar drive is priced at for. Okay, I don't know what that is. So I'm going to just leave this open and zap open another window to do each of these searches so that I can keep those other ones open in case I need to go back to them. But it's a Gerber arm bar. I don't even know what that is. Arm bar drive. So it looks like the difference is there's a bunch of different arm bars. Am I saying that right? And the drive is this one. So it looks like it's no special deal for Prime Day that I can tell. Looks like it's a knife. Why is the knife like that? It opens from one side and the tools open from the other? That's the only explanation. And then It's got scissors and a screwdriver. So it's like a work knife. Oh, speaking of work knives, I bought a new work knife today. So I'd have to see it from the edge or the end or something. Yeah, okay. There's the knife coming in from one side, and then all this other stuff comes in from the other side. I've never seen one, but there's probably many Gerbers I've never seen. All right, now the big question: does
This
Gizzard
is the
have a video
armbar
over
from
here?
Gerb.
Does Gizzard have a video over here? No. Neither does Snob or anybody else we know. So we'll just watch this girl yanking on her bicycle with it. And then she's like, I'm just putting it in my pocket, even though it doesn't have a pocket clip. Well, she's cutting an apple with it. I don't believe in cutting apples. I have a fancy mechanism for chopping up apples, so I'm not using no knife. But $45 knife, we'll drop a link. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. We'll drop a link, though. Anybody wants to buy one, feel free. Prime days. You don't have to buy these links for sure, but if you do, we appreciate it. Gerber Drive. So is the drive because of the driver in there? Like literally because of the driver? Or is the drive because of like the bicycle, it's the one for the vehicle or something? I didn't read enough to find out if, because there's some of these other ones are called like the Trek or something else. Roy is saying, I've always wanted a Surefire light. Well, that's actually a tough one because there's a lot of Surefire lights. So one way we can play with that is to go Surefire light like that and see what comes up. So if you're talking, what was I thinking? I was thinking I don't know what I was thinking. No, I'm thinking Streamlight came up. That's why it's throwing me for a loop. Because, yeah, I'm thinking Surefire. But then a bunch of Streamlight stuff came up, threw me for a loop. So, yeah, I agree with you. I'm a big fan of Surefire. And now that I can't get them at the prices I used to, I just look at them from afar because they're super expensive. So it looks like when you search for Surefire lights, they're giving you some recommendations of stream lights. Like I said, it's kind of annoying. And then a O-light, but we also did just search for O-lights a second ago, I guess. But then they go straight into weapons lights and then scout rifle lights. And then the G2, which is probably one of the ones I own the most of for sure. I don't know, when you say Surefire light, though, there's lots of them. So they've got this stiletto looking thing that's new. Well, new for me. I don't think it's that new. Then they've got various weapons lights, but I know they've got a selection from the defenders to the executives, or I don't know if they still use those lines, but Surefire definitely has a gambit of everything from task lights to utility, like duty lights, to mission specific, and then there's some EDC stuff in there too. I don't know, it's weird that they're shoving so much O-light into the mix. So if you've got a specific one though, or something on the screen here makes you wonder to go in a direction, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to search through and see if there's any other specific questions that came in. So Defense Ed says tool pouches, backpacks, power banks, knips, pliers. Basically, I have a lot of EDC gear. I think you were the one the other day when we were doing the EDC bracket, right? Bringing up the knips, pliers. So let's take a look at those because I'm a big fan of those too, but I'm not a big fan of paying for them. So let's take a look at how much those things cost. Knips, pliers. And I think it is a plier, not a wrench, right? So what size are they? Probably like 4-inch. Because they're little. But they're super well made, and they can they just have like a wicked leverage. Like they can just hold so much stuff that super useful. Or at least I assume they're super useful. I've never actually owned any. So am I looking at the right ones? These are water pump pliers, they're calling them. Cobra water pump, $30 pliers. Probably, would you get them without the rubber for running around, carrying around all the time? So there's less stuff to snag on and carry around? Or would you go for the rubber ones so that they're more comfortable? They're tiny. So maybe it's even a 5-inch one that he's carrying around. I imagine he'll tell us here in a minute. But they can, they get work done. They're like real metal, so they're not going to break like a inexpensive thing. Looks like they are on Amazon's Choice, but I don't know if that makes them any cheaper. Let's see. Let's go back to. Oh no, I lost my deal. Javon's dad is saying I carried the 4-inch, but I wish I'd have gotten the 5-inch. Yeah, let's take a look at 5-inch. That looks a little small, actually. But I think maybe smaller is better in this case because what you're needing them for, I can't imagine it's going to make any difference. The kind of tasks. $43. So it looks like, here's a 5-inch one for $30. Looks like 1,000 people bought these. These are an Amazon pick. So I'll definitely drop everybody a link on these if you want. If you're looking to get somebody a gift or whatever, I think this is probably the kind of gift or it's a good gift where it's something that if people already have them, trust me, they are not going to be like, oh no, I got another pair of pliers that are awesome. No, they're not going to be like that. Here, first I got to flip this thing. Hold on. I got to flip this thing to, I guess I don't have to flip it. I think I have it on the right one. And then copy. So this will be a link. Again, we get a cut of this. You're paying the same price, but then Amazon gives us a cut for sending you over there. And they think we're good when they do that. So we appreciate the people that do it. It's like helping the logarithms of Amazon, essentially. But again, this is a great gift. If you give this to somebody and they've already got them, they're like, awesome, now I got another pair, right? I can put them somewhere. I can use them in a different way. And then if nobody's ever used them before, they might look at you like, what the hell you give me a tiny pair of pliers for? Until they start using them. And then they're going to go, wow, these are neat. And they're going to get on board the Knipex. It's not a cult. I'm not saying it's a cult because you don't have to buy nothing. You just get a pair of pliers and you're in the cult. I mean, you're in the community. But they're like air fryer people. Once you've got them, then you're walking around telling everybody how great they are, even if they don't like eating things out of an air fryer. Defense dad is saying they are very legit pliers. Yeah, I know a couple of people, and they're always like engineers and stuff. The people I've known that had them, and like, hey, oh man, I need to hold on. Let me go get some vice grips, and then it's like, oh no, it's already done. Forget it. It's already done, and the bolt isn't stripped out. Like, oh, okay, great. Let's see, what else? Has anybody got any other things? We've been going for 20 minutes. We don't have to do this all day. The goal is just to let people know it's Prime Day, give you some links. We gave you a link to Gizzards' channel because, I don't know if Gizzard's out here now. We were just looking, somebody had asked about you may have heard of this before. Somebody asked about the Olight Bald R Mini. And when we looked it up, guess whose video was in there right after Snob's video? That's right. Snob's video from like 7 feet away, and he put it in like the shadow, and he goes, hey, there's all these things that you might want to know about. And then he pulls it out of the shadow and ends the video. And on your video, you're like, oh, here, let me just show you exactly all these things that you might want to know about. So we watched your excellently staged and presented video that described the product in abundance, and then send people your way to grab one of them. So again, it's Prime Day. You're going to get a cut, you're going to get a good deal, and Gizzard will get a cut of that. Let's see. So that was that. Let's see. Does Fred have an Amazon? Are you doing the Amazon? I don't know how many people around here know Fred from back in the day. I imagine you're not from back in the day. I just know you're from back in the day. You're probably from today also. Let's see. Didn't Gizzard say he was going to do a something or another GAW? I don't know. I ain't saying nothing about what Gizzard says he's doing. I heard of what Gizzard said he was doing, but it isn't the same as what you heard of what Gizzard was doing. Let's see. Because of the screwdriver, it's centered. Works pretty well. What? Oh, I see. You're saying the Gerber drive is called that because of the driver or the screwdriver that's in it. Right on. Somebody who I was watching Clover's video actually on Amazon video on Clover's channel. I was snooping around over there, and he had a video of a Milwaukee tool that has the razor thing on it, just a razor blade, but as a box cutter type, where it flips out like a knife kind of, but it's a box cutter, and then also a driver. And I've wanted one of them for a while, but I think you got to buy that as a kit with another driver or with another box cutter. And I do not need like 100 more box cutters laying around here. Little Snob is in here too. Right on. I usually I can't do stuff. I've been neutered, so I can't say nothing about what I'm doing over here. I saw they had a deal on night vision. Oh snap! Let's go see what they got for night visions over here. So we'll go to let's pop out this Kinepix for now because that is a pretty neat tool. What I do is I go around looking at used tools and I keep an eye out for a Kinepix. I've found something similar one time, but it was more like a ripoff of a crescent, and it doesn't quite work. A little crescent wrench is kind of weak. This thing has some angles and some like engineering to it that it's much stronger than the little channel locks that I've used like that. The little channel locks are so sloppy, they're essentially little hobby tools. So let's type in the wait, I think you can just type in night vision and it's probably just going to show us all the prime junk up at the top. Maybe. Featured prime big deals. So it looks like psionics is the big deal. Oh man, what am I saying? There's a whole bunch of them. So let's see. The results run the spectrum from $30, so Gen 1 Russian tubes, I'm guessing, to $80, which is some kind of digital, so CCDs, and then 130 to 140 CCDs again. And then in your 90, 100s, what are these things running? These things say big prime deal. So this one's like $30 off, $30 off, $40 off. On the phone, when I was doing the phone, they were telling me in the red part how many percents. I didn't have to do the math, but it's kind of easy to see when the prices are right there. They make the prices so tiny and then show you the sale price so big. What's up with that? So everything from trail cams or trail cams to dash cams. What is this thing? A wireless live streaming camera, huh? $337. That's a lot of maloney. Baloney? I don't know. That's a lot of moolah. That's what I was trying to say. Night vision driving glasses. Those look like something Clover would be wearing. So that's what the night vision looks like. It's a bunch of sub $200 stuff. So do they not have regular night vision on sale? Let's see if we can find some. Let's just go ahead and say real night vision. So I'm gonna say price high to low. Probably the way to just get it out on the table here. No, look at everything in here is old and weird. So, I don't know. Is night vision around right now? Can you buy the real night visions? Maybe there's not a lot of real night visions out there right now. Or maybe Amazon's not selling them. But you can get into night vision with a lot of this digital stuff right now. And it looks like the good news is when I sorted it high to low, except for these couple of thermals, that's kind of what the original, what was it called? Thermal looked like when I first got to play with a real thermal. It kind of looked like that. So that might be the old, what's the name of that thermal company? That might be their new, that might be somebody who took their old designs and ran with it. This thing, I don't know what this is, but it's $900, so it's probably thermal. And then it drops to $300. So essentially, Amazon night vision is less than $400. I'm not big. I haven't really played too much with the digital. I've played with some early digital, some like crude digital, and it looked like it had potential. So I got to assume if you got something that's built, in a housing, and the stuff I was using was like put together by craftspeople, by hobbyists. So it wasn't in a housing or anything. I'm guessing if you had stuff that was all purpose built with the actual components, soldered together and in a housing, they might be pretty good. I mean, the pictures all look like they're pretty good. As far as durability, one, if they only cost $100 and something, who cares? One, because they're not $1,000 something. But they're probably stronger than some of the optical stuff, only because the optical stuff, if you get it broken or kind of exposed, it can get ruined. But anyway, I don't know if that helps you with night vision or not. It's kind of outside the realm of EDC, but it's worth looking at. Sorry about that. I feel like a majority of the big deals on Prime will be a bunch of Chinesium. Well, I don't think so. I've been actually looking for some stuff. So let me go back, all the way back to, how do I get to my channel easiest? Oh, you know how? Big cooking on the link in here, maybe? Huh? Yeah, our main storefront. Boom, look at that. How convenient. So let's go back here and take a look at some of the stuff that we use, and let's see if any of this stuff is on sale. So I really like these Streamlights, the little
I think one of the best
AAAs.
things you can do when you're bending your own Kydex would be to make little neck sheaths for task lights, like this Streamlight Micro.
Oh snap, that's a DIY Kydex project. So if you're interested in that, go check out our Amazon videos. But this dude here is just an Amazon choice. 2,000 of these got bought last month, but they're not on any kind of Amazon Prime. Dang it, I don't have any videos in there. So let's go use this though to jump into Streamlight. And now we'll go to handheld lights, and we'll go to, okay, I don't know which one is which. So we're just going to go to handheld lights. Lame. It's kind of want that one's too big. Way too big. Lame. Yeah, maybe. Let's open these up. I don't know what's going on with these. Maybe. Way too big. Way too big. I don't like the side button. Too big, too big, too big, too big, too big, too big, too big. Okay, so that's enough of those. This thing is essentially the old-fashioned one. $30, 2 AAAs. They're super strong. $30 though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What do you think? And then this thing is more than one, I guess. And this thing is 600 lumens. Whoa, hold on. This thing was $28, and it's like probably 50 lumens or something. 60 lumens. Yeah, and then they put candela in there for some reason. So 60 lumens, and over here you got 600 lumens, and for $20 more. So let's see. This thing is multi-fuel. All right, I'm already liking what I'm hearing there. It's yellow. I'm okay with that. Let's take a look at this one. LED, of course, 600 lumens, 34 hours, blah, blah, blah. CR123s. Oh, so it uses a rechargeable, I hope. Use with 2 or 1 battery pack. Battery pack not included. Oh, all right. So, no, that's off the table. I'm not going to recommend 123s for anybody. They're too fat and they're too expensive. So this one is 4 AA's. I don't know. So Streamlight, too big. Why am I in Streamlight though? I thought we were looking at Surefire. So I think I did the wrong. Oh, I was just in here looking around while you were talking about if you were going to give me an idea about Surefire. So there's a little bit of looking at Streamlight. I didn't find any that were on Prime right now. So now I was saying the digital stuff is pretty cool. I have some of those Amazon binocular night visions, and they are good for what I do, but not sure about going to war. Well, that's the thing, right? Like if you're not doing anything where you're falling out of places with it, or you're going underwater or something, then most of the time you're just trying to figure out, well, who's in the yard or what's making the noise, or you're going camping and you're scared. So yeah, 100 and something bucks. And trust me, dropping $100 and something night vision is nothing. You're gonna laugh. Ha ha ha! I ruined my night vision. Because real night vision, you'd be like crashing a car into a lake. It's like thousands of dollars. So yeah, definitely find out if you like night vision with that sub $200 stuff. And it sounds like Snob then has videos probably on his channel, on his Amazon. EDC is saying, I got one of those binoculars, and it worked pretty good. You can just see the IR from far away with it, and it was really bright. Paid $60. Got one of those, and it worked pretty good. You can see the IR illuminator. So the old ones, the cheap ones that are actually night vision, that are actually infrared, are old. They're just old tubes, and the old tubes are just not as good. They need help. So they give you one tube, and the other side of the binocular, quote unquote, is an IR illuminator. It's a light that shines in infrared. The good ones, you can't really see them because they're shining in the infrared spectrum, and you just see a little bit of heat as the LED heats up. But the ones that aren't quite in the completely infrared spectrum, by choice, sometimes they want to make sure it's on, and they know that if it's true infrared, you're not going to see it. But sometimes they're just broken or something. Because it's just usually a filter that's over an infrared lens or whatever. Anyway, so there's infrared illuminators, flashlights, and those can be different brightnesses, and those can be different levels of actually infrared. So that's a good point. And 60 seems like, unless it's horrible, then that's a pretty decent product for $60. Got them for hog and coyote hunting. I don't like either one of those, so that's your decision. Why don't you leave a set for the hog and the coyote so that they can see you coming? Except they can probably see in the dark anyway. Gizzard is eating a steak. All right. Let's see. I'm doing some digging on tribal firearm mythology. I have found some interesting results. Okay, we were talking about that the other day. But I'm not going to chat about it here because we're talking about prime stuff. EDC prime stuff. So you can get good deals on CR123 batteries sometimes. It's what I run in all my lights. I used to too, and I definitely was an advocate for CR123s, but I was buying them from Surefire at a gun shop, and I just don't have a gun shop that I go to on the regular anymore. And not every gun shop does sell the Surefire batteries as cheap as Surefire sells them. So one of the reasons I invested so much in 123 format batteries, the CR123 is a battery format. It's a little, a 1.5 volt battery, so that it's a little 3 volt battery. So most batteries are 1.5 volt. You have to put 2 of them in there to get to 3 volts. This little battery, you put 1 of them in there and you're up to 2 AA's. You put 2 of them in there and it's like having 4 AA's. So it's just a more powerful engine for the LEDs, and they're squatty, and they're like the 45 ACP of batteries. So they're decent, and sometimes 1 is all you need, and then sometimes 2, and sometimes 3, but usually 2. And you buy them in a set of 6 and you run 2, and depending on the worst case scenario is you leave a flashlight on, you kill 2 batteries. They're not inexpensive, so that's kind of that would hurt. But even if you're just using it a lot, you're going to run through those batteries fairly often. So getting them at a discount is pretty good. But I think they actually run longer than AA's and stuff because they are a better battery. And Surefire, the company Surefire, claims, and from my experience, they do put a lot of effort into their batteries. They're like really good batteries. They don't charge very much at all. And they're usually way cheaper than Energizers or other brands because they want you to buy their flashlights and they don't want you to hesitate. So they encourage the gun shops and places that sell them to sell the batteries as cheap as possible so that people don't hesitate to continue buying flashlights. So I'm with you. And it's just that I don't have a place that I go to on the regular. If I did, or maybe I should just buy them off Amazon. What am I doing? I could probably just buy them off Amazon for the same kind of inexpensive. But they are better batteries. I agree with you. Well, the defense dad saying, I got a hell of a deal on a new office chair this week. Normally $349, it was on sale $479. Well, hopefully you got that on one of our links. Thanks for letting us know, though. That's the kind of stuff that's definitely Amazon is about, right? So if I type in office chair, I wonder how many things are going to come up. Like, I mean, I'm sure thousands. I was just looking at an office chair the other day that's essentially a big giant rubber ball, and it's got this little thing on the back so you don't flip over backwards, and that's about it. Just like a big rubber ball that's on wheels so that you can scoot it around like a chair instead of it bouncing around. But yeah, look at all these different designs. I saw one actually today too that I don't think they make them anymore, but back in the day they made them, and they're like you kind of set down into it kind of like a saddle. So your ass is setting on it at a 45-degree angle, and then your knees cram into these things. And then I don't know what you do at your feet, but it's your butt and your knees are on it. And then it kind of looks like that thing that you put your feet on when you're getting your shoes measured or whatever. So it's a weird looking chair. I haven't seen them in years, but I seen one of those today. That's probably what Defense Dad got. Kind of like a high-tech version of a cow milker stool for $349. We're not judging. We're glad you got a comfortable chair. Same chair my company bought for me at work, so I know it's a good one. Oh, there you go. Sounds like some kind of scam. I bought the exact same chair as at work, and then all of a sudden some kind of thing happens, and all of a sudden this office chair is involved, but it can't be him because the office chair is untouched. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? My office chair is fine. It couldn't have been me. My office chair looks just like normal. Nothing happened to my office chair, according to the evidence that's here in the office. That's all I'm saying. But we're supposed to be talking EDC here, so we're going off on all these crazy tangents. Let's dig in. Let's get out of the office chairs. And we were looking at my flashlights before, but let's talk about, somebody said something about bags, didn't they? So I'm going to say EDC bag and see what happens. Weird, of course. So little kids like to strap stuff to them. So they've got all these like satchels and Chewbacca straps or whatever they're called. And then you've got backpacks that, for poor people can only afford one strap on their backpack. That's fine. A lot of people can't afford to have both straps on there. Maybe it's for people that can't carry both straps. Like, oh, it's so heavy, I can only carry one strap. But either way, got these smaller bags like that. I'm not a fan. Then you've got these kind of things. I've seen these kind of come and go in popularity, but they're sort of like the nerd pocket protectors on steroids. So they're like little pocket deals where you can have little compartments for all your pen and your knife and your flashlight, and in this case a book, probably have pens and everything. And then you just carry that one thing around. You just put it in your cargo pocket, or you have it, I guess, sticking outside of your pants. But kind of contains all of your stuff. And then, of course, we got some backpacks, outrageously huge backpacks, but nonetheless, some backpacks. I think if you're carrying around this for EDC, you need to have a discussion with somebody. You need to have a talk, some counseling. Let's see what else we got here. Some kind of Olight. Oh, thing that I bet you this is something Gizzard doesn't have from Olight. Some kind of a tactical. That's why I don't think he has it. EDC pouch, multifunctional flashlight knife bag. Oh, it's a knife bag. He probably does have it. Oh, he probably has this. This is some kind of a bag. Are those stickers of the lights? A field for your favorite patches. So there's patches of each of the Olights? What? Oh, and then you can hang it up and look at your knives and your lights. Look at that. So there's the thing, and that is a big deal. That is 20% off. 20% off, and it looks like it is, in fact, a thing from Olight that Gizzard doesn't have. Look at that. We have discovered something. So if you want to get one of these, here, I'll put the link in there. Feel free to grab one. That is me getting outbid on stuff. So every time you hear that, that's me losing money. That's me failing at what I'm trying to do in another project over here. We got this little backpack. This is for tiny little children, I guess, that you give them this little backpack. Or, again, people that can't carry around a full-size backpack. We had one of these for a little while from Expedition. Way too small for me. I don't get it. Like, this is the kind of stuff. This is a pocket on a backpack, not a whole backpack. Then we got a whole bunch of these things, these little sling bags and chest bags and things. I guess if you're scooting around on one of them, like street gliders or some kind of, delivery bicycle, maybe this is the way to go. If you're delivering Uber food or something in New York City, that's probably where one of these sling bags is super cool. Then you got your, what is this, like your Indiana Jones 1930s EDC, like luggage. Holy moly. So if somebody wants one of those, that's a prime deal. It's $10 off. That's a prime deal, I guess. It's leather, though. I wonder how long it's going to be before Ozzy is sewing these big leather bags like this. Defense Dad is saying, I need some kind of good knife storage. Okay, so that'll get us off of this wandering topic of EDC bags and type in knife storage. If I typed it right. And the winner is a bunch of stuff for drawers. Boring. So let's change it to pocket knife storage. See if that helps. Well, it gave us this goofy looking little thing. They're $300, but everybody wants to buy this probably on Amazon Prime Day. So if you want to use my link and buy this for $300, I'm not judging. Go ahead and buy it. I don't care. Display and store your pocket knife collection with the Armada premium pocket knife display for 40 knives. Who needs 40 knives? Why is my stuff not opening normally? What's up with that? What is going on? Why do I have to hover over it? Oh my goodness. Is this a conspiracy? Are they out to get us? Hinged case for super easy access to your favorite knives. That's up on top. Felt-lined pillars and smooth running drawers. Then we've got drawers for fixed blades, folders, and your other EDCs. Oh man, they're on rollers. Oh, U.S. company, UK designed. I guess I'm okay with that. $300. $300. Or if you prefer a browner looking one for $300. The blacker one or the browner one? Oh, I see. Walnut or black. So probably walnut and then walnut painted black. I'll bet. Either way, $300. Anybody want a link for that? Gizzard is saying he has a 2-drawer toolbox with the top up type thing, and all his knives are in there. Oh, thanks. Now you've just let everyone know when they bust into the chicken cage. No, the chicken cave. They know exactly what to do. Grab that toolbox. In case of a fire, I mean. If someone's trying to help you out and they want to make sure nothing melts, they're going to grab that in case of a fire. But look at how poorly Amazon pulled up. I shouldn't say that probably if we're chatting up Amazon, but they definitely don't know what we're talking about. Unless I'm crazy and you do want to store all your knives like a butcher block thing, like in the kitchen. But, well, somehow I typed in knife storage. So it's possible that they don't know what storage is. Storage case. So maybe it's not Amazon's fault after all, but I'm still going to blame Amazon. Okay, now look at what we got. It seems like when you type in the actual language that it's expecting, it has actually good results. So we have one that's on the big giant Prime deal that's $95, but it's a super good deal, I guess. Then we got one over here that is more my style. That's $22, and it's down from $25. Let's see. It says pocket knife display with 62 slots. I don't think anybody needs that many slots, but whatever. Free country or whatever. Folding knife organizer, knife storage carrier. I don't like the titles on these things lately. They put way too many descriptions in the titles. But essentially, I think this might be what you're talking about, unless you're talking about something. I'm thinking more like the lines of a knife roll. So, my thing with the knife roll, one time when was this? it must have been somewhere between 7 and 10, somewhere in there. Maybe after 9. I don't remember anymore. It was a long time ago. But we met up with somebody who was a distributor. No, they were the sales rep for CKRT, whatever. Cricket. I call them Cricket. I don't know if you're familiar with that brand, with that company, but they sell a lot of different varieties, and they gave sales rep these kind of giant things. And that's where I started paying attention to carrying a lot of knives around, because they gave us all these knives and we had them for a few days. And I was like, oh, wow, this is crazy. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of knives probably. So theirs are kind of a book like this, but the difference between that and the roll, and I think we might have had a roll, because this is why I'm saying this. The roll was a massive pain in the ass. If you put a lot of knives in the roll, it's super heavy, and it's like Murphy's Law, except whatever. It's like Murphy Knife's Law or something. The knife you want is never at the end of the roll that you're on. It's always, you got to unroll the whole dang thing. So depending on what you're doing with it, I'm just going to say, I think I'd rather go with something like one of these, like something like this. What did this one say? It held 62. This one says 66. 66. For $30, you get 66 in most of these. But then there's something to be said for this kind of thing too. One of these displays, especially if you got nice looking ones, or at least ones that you appreciate. You want to take a look at them. Oh, wait a minute. Is this some kind of scam? There's only half of one of these. Come on, man. This is only the top part. This is a picture of 2 of them. This is what you're getting. Just the top part. But whatever. That one's not on Prime or nothing. Oh, let's see. Knaf's has a pretty cool knife roll. I'm assuming Gizzard has a video of that, but we're going to put it up here anyway. What is it? KNAFS knife roll. Come on. Is it messing with me? What's going on? Is my computer overheating or something? KNAFS. Is this one we're talking about? Oh, wait, no. See, it's just showing me a bunch of weird stuff. Where's the Knaf? Did I spell it wrong? KNAFS? Unless it is one of these and they just don't name it in there. These almost look like they're just plain old suede. I could see that being good. Ozzy could make these things, I bet, too. Burrito Grande. Oh, it's probably because I put knife roll in there then. Oh, look at that. Knaf's Burrito Grande. Knife roll. Come on, man. Where is it? Oh, Wizard has a link to it. Let me just grab the link. Where is the show to grab the link from? There it is. No video. No video. What is all this? Some kind of patches? There's patches on it? Nice. So this is kind of cool. So let's open this up. Oh, see, this one opened up fine. How come yours opened up and mine didn't open up? So fill it, hang it, admire it. I do like that part of the knife roll part, where if it's like this, where it becomes a display. The one that we were working with, the pocket parts were sewn that heavy clear, is it Mylar? I don't know what that is, but the heavy clear material, so you could see the whole knife. It was nice, and they were designed, I think, to lay them down on a table, and see all the knives right away. And it also let you see which pockets were empty, so that no knives went missing or walking away. You could tell right away when a knife was missing, and that's nice. When they're in a booklet, you're not going to be able to see all of them in one place. There's pluses and minuses, of course. So Velcro top flap, 17 knife pockets. That's not enough. We just looked at one that had 66. Come on, man. Got a wee knife one in here. And That's about the only one I'm familiar with. Take your collection anywhere with you. I took my collection to SHOT Show, and now I'm missing my collection. Just saying. So holds your EDC tools. That's handy. That is kind of nice. There's the Burrito Grande and the Tool Burrito. Nice. And Gizzard was talking about the Grande. So the big one. It's technically EDC because if you're going to be carrying a different knife once in a while, then you want to have all your knives together in one spot. Now, keep track of them. Don't lose them all at one time like I did. But yeah, keeping them all in one spot, I think is better than having them either all in a big drawer or loose with other stuff, or just kind of left with last place you used them. Trying to keep track of them all gets to be a nuisance. All right, well, we're right about an hour, and hopefully this was helpful, useful. Let people know that there is a Prime Day today, and you're welcome to go use it. Let's go just click on big old Prime Day deals and see what kind of stuff they got. I'll bet you there's a lot of home things and a lot of electronics and a lot of clothing and a lot of appliances. What do you know? So some of the stuff that's the buzzworthy deals, so to speak, are a bunch of costumes. I noticed a bunch of costumes for all ages, really, from puppies and kittens to people even. Lots of TVs. Seems like people like looking at TVs all the time. A lot of exercise equipment. Now, I've been purchasing some things, so it's possible that they're feeding me similar things because of whatever, they're trying to suggestive sell me. But it looks like a lot of girl stuff, and then a mixer. Notice how, it's pretty good arrangement. We don't see too many knives or flashlights in any of there. Then we got deals on Amazon devices. So I don't know what that means. It's not like the Echo and stuff. Or Alexa. Probably do have a lot of sales on the upgrades to Alexa. Oh, it looks like we have quite a few things. Pet stuff and stuff for food. Did Amazon buy Grubhub? Where you can get 25% off of Grubhub? I imagine that's with some kind of a subscription. All right. So with that, it is actually not that interesting. There wasn't that many EDC things over there. So we'll just wrap it up with saying thanks to everybody for joining us. We got links over there. If you're interested in buying something, then please feel free to use our links. Gizzard's got links out there that helps him out. I've got links out there. It helps me out. Keep them. Use them whenever you want. On Prime Day, you got better deals. You got better sales and whatnot. But you can use those links anytime you want, and it always helps us out. We do appreciate it. With that, we'll wrap this one up. I'll throw a commercial up for our store. It's another way you can say hey to what we're doing over on the big channel. And then, of course, our Patreons help us do the meaningful stuff that we get done. And thanks everybody for kicking in. I'm not sure if Chris is live. What channel am I on? Am I corking anybody? I tried to sneak this in before anybody was doing anything. Oh, Clover's doing something. But he corks me all the time, so I'm not too worried about that. And I don't see Chris. So, I only barely corked Clover a little bit. So go check out him if you want. And then we will be back later on to play some games. And hopefully a bunch of activists will join us, and we'll let them let their hair down and have some fun playing some trivia. So thanks everybody again. Here's the commercial.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
Yeah, it's
All right, I was trying
yeah,
to...
hard to say to see if
Come on,
if
man. I was trying to click
Someone
over
hasn't seen it
to
before.
Amazon, to Clover's thing to make this thing do the thing. Of course, it's taken longer than I expected. So why don't we also do this for Patriot?
Shit. Ninja?
Ninja! Ninja!
It's 11:59.
Okay, thanks again, everybody. We will point you over towards Clover. Oh, Woods just got here, throwing in the buck 110. Throw that in there real quick. Do they still make it? Oh, that's that one. Imagine they still make it. 100 bought in the last month. 1,000 bought in the last month. It looks like it's a Prime 2-day shipping deal, but it is not a. I don't see anything in the Prime Day stuff. It's possible that Buck just doesn't have any stuff in the Prime Day stuff. I'm not sure because they're just saying the Buck 119. Is that going to get me flagged? Oh, that's the one I was thinking. I think 500 bought in the last month. Another Prime 2-day shipping thing, but not. Again, we struck out with anything on Prime Day. It is still Prime Day, though. So thanks again for joining us. And now we'll hand you over to Clover and then join us later on for the games.